Up here at the top right, in the red, a member of the Team Evil Geniuses. He is
IdrA.
Down here at the bottom left. Really impressing me with his play back there.
Yeah.
Gooping all those hatches. They call him, some call him handsome, others call him a legend. He is
Zenio.
Never know when that voice is going to come. Got to be ready for anything.
You know, as I was saying, that last game, IdrA definitely should have stayed on top of his ramp a little bit longer, gathered more intel before moving down. He did have an Overseer out,
Yeah.
so he definitely could have figured out what's going on. How many bases does Zenio have? Just expand, maybe the same time as him. Otherwise, build up units, because that's what Zenio's doing. He's always been known for his aggressive Zerg vs. Zerg on the Korean server.
No, we didn't see him use Contaminate. We didn't see him goop on those hatcheries even once. IdrA didn't.
Yeah, it's hard to say. He may have, and we missed it because I was watching so closely in IdrA's base at all the goopings. But another thing to mention is IdrA had 6 Hydras for a while and kept getting gooped. Should have split him up 3 and 3 on his hatches to catch Overseers.
Yeah.
He was trying to get a little bit lucky there and just catch an Overseer, but never did. So a few mistakes there IdrA did have in that game. But that's okay, because he really has not been able to use that build enough. Really interesting builds by both players. But on this map, I think we'll definitely see IdrA do a Baneling build, which he's very comfortable with. And depending upon what he sees Zenio do, if Zenio doesn't do a Baneling build, then IdrA will simply counter exactly what he's doing. Otherwise, it'll go into probably defensive Baneling into tech. So this is something IdrA does a lot. He knows how to do it well, and hopefully we will see what he can do with it.
Also note the destructible rocks here and here. These locations can be busted down, giving access to the opponent's base from the back door rather than from the ramp here.
That is right. Now you see IdrA's build getting speed, a queen, and lings. Zenio's getting a Roach Horn. Now, if IdrA can actually sneak 2 lings into Zenio's base, there are some strong counters you can do against a 1-base Roach on this map. You cancel your Baneling nest, you get speedlings, about 10 of them, and you pick at the rocks. This makes Zenio be very defensive because he can't tell if you're going to all-in him once you break the rocks down. You can block one ramp, but you can't block both.
Let's see if he can block this ramp. There's a small hole here.
Yeah,
Zergling's not quite fat enough.
Don't think a Zergling can fit through there. It's not a perfect block.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there you go. Well, now it definitely can't. But yeah, 4 Zerglings can block this size of a ramp. So I'm just going to have a hard time seeing exactly what's going on. So unfortunately, he's not going to be able to totally counter what Zenio's doing.
One thing about Zerg vs. Zerg, scouting with Lings is much better than scouting with the Overlord, since the Queen can attack air units.
Yes, quite true. IdrA getting a second Queen and Baneling Nest. This means that he is going to do a defensive Baneling build. In the meantime, we're getting speed for Zenio, Baneling Nest for Zenio, and Roaches. So he's going to want IdrA to scout the Roach. He's going to want him to see it, and then he's going to follow it up with insane numbers of Ling Baneling. This is a nice build by Zenio. Blocking the scouting was very important. That's why you got a slightly quicker pool than IdrA did. You cannot let him see what you're doing
Now,
here.
IdrA is going to peek and see the Roaches. And I guess this is to trick him because, of course, Banelings aren't exactly great against Roaches.
Yeah.
So he's thinking, oh, I don't need this. But actually, Banelings are what's actually on the way in this case.
Yeah, exactly.
IdrA goes for the rocks. By the way, he doesn't have any vision of this.
He does have an Overlord near it, so he saw them run around. He probably has some idea. Now, a lot of Roaches being made, Banelings as well, so he thinks that IdrA might be on pure Ling. But anyways, Baneling Roach beats anything that isn't Roach. That's
so
the
IdrA
problem
could
here.
be in a lot of trouble here.
He may be going out 0-2. That is definitely a possibility
it's definitely
here.
a possibility here.
This is not something I would want to face in IdrA's position. This was well done by Zenio. It's a little bit all in because if he had gone Roach, it's a very easy defense. But obviously, as we see, IdrA has not gone Roach. He's instead gone Lair.
Oh, so this is probably going to be GG any second.
It definitely could be. We see IdrA is getting that Roach Warren up. He wants that as soon as possible. The Baneling is the scary part. With that one Baneling there, all the math changes. Oh no. 2 Banelings in there even.
He's got to be careful. There it is. GG.
And
IdrA's out.
Unfortunately, IdrA's eliminated from the tournament. Zenio very happy with himself.
He's got to be very
going
happy
forward.
about that. Well done. Zenio's builds were just better. I mean, he just handled it really well.
He actually did great.
I'm really impressed with him.
Well, the first game was really quite impressive just because it was such an off-the-wall build that I think in the non-Korean scene we never see.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the Korean server, we do see it, but that is by far the best I have ever seen that executed.
That build in that second game is definitely based off beating somebody who's really good, who's going to react in the correct way, given a certain type of information.
Yeah.
So Zenio totally deserved that win. Really well played.
Yeah, IdrA didn't get to see what was in Zenio's base. Zenio had the 4 lings on the ramp before IdrA got there, so IdrA just has to go Baneling.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, IdrA did not scout the roaches then thereafter quick enough. Because if you scout the roaches, then suddenly you can be like, oh, okay, I don't need any Banes. I can work on my economy a little bit more, get some roaches out, and defend.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, unfortunately. And IdrA is out 0-2 against
IdRA's
Zenio.
out, yes.
It's too bad, man.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
But there's always next season of GSL.
That's right.
So the only person we have here who's not a Korean is Loner.
That's it, and he's playing tomorrow against Boxer.
So check that out for sure.
Love to see, yeah. I mean, we'll go over those matches in a minute, but it's really too bad that IdrA lost. I am sad about it, man. Yeah.
Well, it's time for me to go to the bar and just
drown your sorrows.
Drown my sorrows. But that's too bad, man. Oh well, IdrA trained really hard for it, so I know to all his fans and stuff, he'll do better next time and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, he got one round further.
Yeah.
In 4 or 5 more GSLs, man, he's going to be the champion.
That's right.
At this rate.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. We love you, Sony Ericsson.
Of course, and we love Blizzard for making StarCraft 2.
Yes.
StarCraft
we love
2
them.
is the best thing
It's the best thing ever.
It's better than peanut butter sandwich.
It's not that good. It's better than the flushing toilet and the printing press. Most influential invention of all time. Really, we love it. It's a great game. Let's take a look at today's results. We have, as you can see, OGS and Snare
over OGS
losing
and Snare. That's actually really impressive. I loved his style, man. I'm definitely going to have to toy around with it a little bit. Hope Torture taking out Check Prime. Then we had Nada taking out Leenock. Leenock took that first game, and that's your first mistake, beating Nada in the first game. OGS Zenio taking out IdrA 2-0 with some really well-planned out strategies. Very interesting matchup there.
And for the games tomorrow, we have Ness T against OGS, the win. Boxer against TSL. Baby Bye Bye, who's better known as Songho.
Ooh, wow. That fake Boxer is actually really good, so him against Songho is going to be very nice.
That's going to be cool. OGS Inca against Next Genius. Damn, that's going to be sick. 2 PvP pros. And finally, the most important match of that day, Slayer's Boxer against Loner from China.
That is wild. Well, the internet is basically going to crash, so guys, tune in for the first 3 games. The last one, probably the internet will go down because everyone in the world is going to want to see China's best player against Slayer's Boxer.
Yeah, Korea's finest.
The father of pro gaming,
yes.
Slayer's Boxer.
It is. He is the father of pro gaming. He's the man.
Without him, it would not be what it is today.
No, it would not be.
That is actually a true statement.
It's
What's
the truth.
up?
So, guys.
They call me the truth dealer.
The truth.
Yeah.
Fruit dealer. We got the truth dealer over here. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been a pleasure. I am sad IdrA's out, but what are you going to do? We're going to have an interview with OGS Zenio in just a minute.
I hope you guys asked some really good questions.
Yes.
Yeah. That's about it.
That about does it, guys.
There's not a whole lot more to say except goodbye to our poor IdrA. He joins TLO in the I am no longer in GSL group. And Zenio, now Class S. And I'm quite happy that Zenio does get Class S. He's a great player. Don't go anywhere. Zenio interview coming up next.
I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.